You want 1,000 photos in like, listen, bro, 60 frames per second. How many photos is that in 1 minute? About like 60. But I don't know if I'm being retarded there or like silly, but yeah. I don't know. That's kind of what I do. Sometimes I just record and like I just be taking screenshots. But yeah, dang, bro, I'm low key a little exhausted, man. But hey, we're close. We're close. All right. Susan always has very specific plans written out when we travel. She is the absolute queen of researching cool stuff for us to do. That girl will record Rick Steve's travel shows and research the best sites, museums, castles, and churches for us to see in every town. When Mama has the list, we all know it's gonna be a busy day. One time in London, we saw that the David Bowie exhibit Churchill's war rooms and took a train and toured Windsor Castle all in one day. We set out by foot, and our first stop was a street taco stand she had seen on by Anthony Bourdain that's popular with Mexico City's business set. We saw swarms of men and women in their business attire gathered around open carts of cooking meats. We got in line with our armed guy, and no one really looked twice at us. I think armed guards are somewhat commonplace in the city. We ordered up different tacos and sat there in the street. Oh my god, bro. My words. We ordered up different tacos and sat there in the street, gorging ourselves on the local fare. It was all delicious and it felt good to be eating with the locals. We continued. Oh, that's my boss. He finally reached his rank. Oh my god. Congrats. I need to get there actually. I need to rank up. Oh well. Okay. Anyways, I was reading. Man, that it cooked my focus. I got the attention span of a fucking fish. Oh my god. Anyways, locking back in here. I'm gonna start reading here where it says, we set out by foot, and our first stop was a street taco and yeah, okay. She had seen on Anthony Bourdain's that's popular with Mexico City's business set. We saw swarms of men and women in their business attire gathered around open carts of cooking meat. We got in line with our armed guy, and no one really looked twice at us. I think armed guards are somewhat commonplace in the city. We ordered up different tacos and sat there in the street, gorging ourselves on the local fare. It was all delicious and it felt good to be eating with the locals. Man, I can imagine. Fuck, I want to eat some tacos. I'm actually craving some tacos a little bit. I do like that ass. Fuck. Anyways, gotta log in. We ordered up different tacos and sat there in the street. Wait, am I slow? I read this. Okay, we continued our walk through a huge park with a statue that meant something about someone to some other people. Interesting, good way to put it. We looked and nodded as our armed guide tried to explain to us the importance of the place. He forgot that we didn't speak Spanish, but we could tell that his tone was serious and full of deference, so we nodded along respectfully. Onward, we plowed through a street of artisans hawking handmade trinkets, dolls, and bootleg goods. We bought some stuff to take home as gifts and kept walking. We kept walking and kept walking. When we got back to the hotel, There were still a couple of hundred fans waiting, and I asked them to line up so that I could sign stuff in a somewhat orderly fashion. Just one photo I heard from my right. I tried to explain through the interpreter that if I took one photo with this particular guy, it wouldn't be fair to it wouldn't be fair to everyone else. The photo asker nodded is in understanding and then said, "Yes, but one photo, please." This happens a lot. I'm always appreciative that people are supportive of something that I am part of. I get I am I get I am a music fan and always have been. I snuck backstage to see the Clash in the 1979. I went to the girls' school in store singing at Tower Records in Seattle in 1981. If I'd known where Aerosmith was staying on the Rocks tour in 1976, I'm sure I would have tried to hang out there and get an autograph. So, indeed, I get it, and I'm always appreciative and try to act non-dickish. So I signed some of the really cool gear which my girls waited for me. The irony is not lost on me. There are literally hundreds of people who want a picture with me, all standing right there, and Susan and I can't get our own daughters to do one goofy tourist shot with us. We spent the evening together at the hotel, ordering in room service, and we just simply having an awesome family time. In the morning, I had to leave quite a bit earlier than they did. I always hate this time. I tried to be upbeat and nonchalant about leaving them, but it hurts. I'm fine on my own, and I can get a lot of shit done. But for ideal guys like me who love their wife and kids so much that it hurts, leaving sucks. In the morning, I kissed my daughters and hugged and kissed my wife. I told them all that I love them more than my I love them more than life. They all walked me down the hall. I pressed lobby in the elevator and they were gone. Incredible chapter. Long chapter, by the way. Next chapter, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Hey man, I'm liking it. 32 out of 230. Incredible. I think this book is amazing.